Hi, it's Angela Shaver, Stampin' Up independent demonstrator from Kansas. And I am sorry I am a few minutes late today. I was out of practice getting down here to my video room and I forgot that there are still some things that need set up once I get down here. Well, it's now done and I am ready, and let's get started. But first I'm going to introduce the December featured stamp set for this month. We are working on frosted gingerbread. And there's the stamp set, and there are gingerbread dies. Now, just to let you know, the last chance list from the July through December 2021 catalog was released yesterday. There are some things on sale, some things are not discounted. They're just last chance as long as supplies last. And the whole gingerbread peppermint suite is on that list. So if you want to get your hands on these, you might want to go check out the last chance product sale on my site. Go to angelstamps.net and click on Shop Now, or go to stampinup.com and put in my name, Angel Shaver, as your demonstrator, and you can shop with me. That would be great. Also, the clearance rack was refreshed yesterday. So if you're looking for good deals on retired items, things that are no longer available and haven't been for a while, head on over there. I'm not sure what all was added, but there are some Valentine products, even the cute little Valentine kit. So check those out. There's some Christmas stuff. There's all kinds of great retired products so you can get your hand on for a great deal. All right, now let me point you down and we'll get started making our first gingerbread card of the month. You have to give me a minute while I make sure everything is set up, and I click over here to watch online what's going on so I can see what you can see. Okay, looks like it's going to be pretty decent looking right around here on the Fun Christmas mat. We have a real red cardstock cut hot dog style, which is 11 by 4 1/4. And that's folded in half to make your card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I have a piece of basic white for the inside of the card that is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and we'll be stamping on that. We may not do a whole lot of stamping today. This is another fun paper piecing card. So I'm going to go ahead. This cute little piece strip of scallop frosting will go on the inside of the card. And we are going to put these different pieces of the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper on the outside of the card. I've already cut them. This is 2 by 5. And so this side is 2 by 2 and 2 by 3. All right, let's get those pieces glued down using the Tombow multi-purpose glue. There are fun patterns on both sides of this designer series paper. So if you don't have this in your collection, you might want to get your hands on it before it is gone forever. I wanted to match some of the cookies in the strip of designer series paper I picked over here. So this is a close-up of icing, some icing on these old olive ornaments. And then this one is a close-up of some of the icing designs on these real red ornaments. I like to think of it as there are the practice pieces for some of these great cookies. All right. Now, I'm going to set that aside. While I'm gluing, though, I am going to glue this strip of scalloped icing to the bottom of our... Actually, I'm going to wait, because what if I stamp and need to flip it over? I'm not going to glue this down until I know my stamped image is good. What I'm going to do now is move this and get out my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and do some cutting. I will need that piece of silver, which is from the silver foil pack that is also retiring, I believe. But first, we'll put in all of the various plates needed. There's the base plate and the die plate, one cutting plate. Then we put down the silver, and I am going to use the layering circles dies because we are making a cookie tray to fit in the middle of our card. I'm trying to think which size cookie tray I want. I think this will be our cookie tray piece. And you can make it just a straight circle, but I like the scalloped edge look. It makes it look fancy to me. And there we have our scallop cookie tray right here. Put that aside with my card pieces for when we put it all together. And now we're going to cut out some cookies and peppermints. So, I'm going to start with, I'm not sure I have any dies for the mittens and stars. I may have to fussy, oh, I do for the star, but not for the mittens. And I do for some peppermints, but the ones I want to do are around the star. So we will send this through to cut out the star. Actually, yeah, to cut out this star, because then we can maybe cut out those bottom peppermints at the same time. Wasn't sure which size to use, but I think that's the right one. And I have a couple other sizes that we could use to cut out. That might be too big. That's not terrible. We do have this one. Which will give us a smaller peppermint. Now each of these dies comes with the swirl, same size swirl. So you could cut one out of cardstock and then cut the swirl out of different color cardstock to make your own color of peppermints, whatever you choose. I am loving how well these work with the designer series paper. So that's what we are doing today. It's trying to cut these out without them sliding off where I put them. And that's a challenge. You could always use washi tape and secure the frame where you would like it, but I never remembered to bring washi frame down here, so we just do whatever whatever it is we do. Craziness. We get what we get, and if I have to clean it up a little bit with my fussy cutting it, that is how this works. Here we go. Alright, scoot that for a second so we can get all of our pieces and dies without losing any of them. And I may run it through one more time to get some more of the peppermint shapes. But this is what we have so far. I do need to trim this, maybe I'll just hide it. But we have some peppermints and little swirlies, and here's our star. Let's scoot those over there. And these will need trimmed, so I'll put them there before I run this paper through one more time to get just a few more of the candy shapes. Okay. There's a peppermint and a peppermint. And a peppermint. And then we have a couple of the smaller candy shapes. Not sure how many of these we will use on our card, but I generally always cut more than I need, which is better than not enough. Alright, now I'm going to put the dies away so I don't lose them. Oops, see, I already threw that star across the room, but I got it. So never fear. And there are some really intricate dies in here, so you could cut your cookie in one shape and then cut your intricate icing to put on top of it in another color. And it's hard to remember where all these fit because they fit within each other to save space. All right. over there, and then here are our peppermints. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up the ones that need clean up so that they're all ready to go. This one I can't just hide because there's dark mark on one side and then it wasn't cut in the round shape on the other. So we will just trim it. Oops. All right, lay that over there, and I will get I don't think I want to use the mittens, so I will just fussy cut one of the trees. And I am choosing to fussy cut the ones that are gingerbread colored with white trim, white fancy icing. All right, I'm looking to see if there are any of these that I want to cut out, and I'm thinking I might cut the ornaments that have the same frosting look as the DSP strips on the page. Now, while I use these, I'm not sure yet. We will see. But I do like them. And there are no complete red ones, but this one is the closest. If you like to fussy cut, there are a ton of DSP cookies in this set, in this gingerbread and peppermint set. And so you could just fussy cut yourself a lot of little cookies. Okay. Now we are going to see if I need to put down a foam mat for this. Yes, I do. And rather than bring back the entire stamping surface, the grid, I'm just going to grab this foam mat out of my bag and we're going to see if it works. If it doesn't, there are two sides to every piece of paper. Okay, what do I want to stamp on the inside? I don't think "You're the icing to my gingerbread" or "Sending you peppermint kisses" is exactly what I want for this card. But I am going to put "Wishing you a Merry Christmas." So let me grab my block and my old olive ink pad. And I'm going to stamp it toward the top of the page in kind of the center. That did not work out well. So let me grab my stamping surface and we'll try it again. I'm going to lose my little strip of the designer series paper. All right, here we go. That worked out much better. Okay, and then I will glue on my designer series paper strip, and then we will bring the card base over here and finish it up. I want my scallops facing down. Okay. And just see, nobody will notice there's any kind of mistake on the back of your inside because you're just going to glue it down. We just put glue all over it and then glue it inside the card. Now we are going to use both glue and dimensionals and figure out what we're doing with these cute cookies and peppermints. That is where the tray will be. I think I'm going to pop up the tray on dimensionals. So that means we are going to add some of the cookies with glue to the tray. Actually, my red one needs to hide. Just like that. And we'll stick the green one up on that side and shift the whole thing. Alright, that's perfect. And then maybe I'll scatter some candies on around the card front. Maybe not. We'll see. I told you I always cut out more than I really am going to use. Just because, why not? You're running things through the die cutting machine anyway. I'm going to put the glue just in the center so that I can stick these ornaments, slide them underneath. Like that. And like that. And then I think I'm going to pop some of these candies on the gingerbread cookies. I always find that a fun thing to do. Put candy on my cookies and in my popcorn and candy everywhere. Candy by itself. Alright, and then I'm going to put a peppermint in the center of the star. Right there. Okay. Now to grab my dimensionals. And we're going to put a few on the back of the cookie tray. And get that popped up in the center of the card. And then I will move the card back over here to the center of my stamping spot. Got some glue on the back I'll take care of. And pop up my tray of cookies. And then we're going to see if any of the other candies need to make it onto this card. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that underneath, just peeking out so that we can hide the dark spot. And we'll put another one at the other side, more towards the top. My fingers are pretty sticky. Put that there, but I did not get the backing off. I think I'm going to throw a couple of the little ones on there as well. And a couple of spots. Like right there. Right there. What do you think? Does this need any more candy? They're all the peppermints are the ones that are left cut out. So, do we need any more peppermints on here? I feel like we do. So, I'm going to put a peppermint, one more peppermint on here. Right here. Okay. Oh, do I want to put peppermints on the inside? I think no. So I'm just going to leave these peppermints over here for us to use on a different card. Here is the frosted gingerbread, although we didn't do a lot of stamping, so it's a lot more about the designer series paper and the dies today. This is our first card using the December featured stamp set, but it's really about the sweet. And they are all products are on the last chance sale. So you want to go check that out if you would like to be able to reproduce this card for yourself. Here's our Play-Doh cookies on the gingerbread background. And there it tells you to wishing you a Merry Christmas. And I will see you back here next Thursday for another card from the Gingerbread Peppermint Suite. Bye.